Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and the kids. Say hello, kids.
Hi. Hi.
And yeah, Manx, no microphone for you, but you'll type it, I hope. This is episode 26 of World of Galaxies. Dragon's been working hard on her blood magic stuff here. She's made the ritual setup required for the binding of like sword, etc. So this is just a master ritual stone in the middle, and then she had 24 of the ritual stones, which required a lot of the slates, the second level reinforced slates. So I set up this basic little automation here, something that I picked up from Direwolf20 from watching him automate blood magic a lot. So extra utilities transfer node with a hyper rationing pipe in it, which will only allow one item that's placed in the chest to be put into the blood altar. And then on the out feed here we've got a filter, which at the moment set to only pull out a blank slate. And then we've got one set up for reinforced, and Dragon's just done the one for the imbued slate. So if she wants to get reinforced slates out, she'll put that filter into this node, and then obviously stand there and sacrifice to get the LP into the network. But it will only pull that item out once it actually becomes the reinforced. So it'll go blank, and then it'll infuse a bit more and go to reinforced, and then be pulled out to the chest. Nice and simple. Once we get a mob farm or something underneath here, this will be able to be automated. That will also require us to have the server on and something other than peaceful. And it's only on peaceful because bases aren't protected and people die, and that becomes more drama than anything. So are you ready to do your bound blade ritual?
Nearly.
I can't remember exactly how much LP is required in the network to do the bound blade thing, but we'll find out in a second. How much do you have in your network?
Hang on. 50,330.
That should be enough.
Alright.
Alright, we also, what do we need? We need to do ritual. Go. We're going to need a weak activation crystal, which requires a lava crystal, and that needs to be put into your blood altar and 10,000 LP. So if you can get 10,000 LP in there, and then I'm going to borrow one of your orbs. I think I'll be able to do it with this one, can I? Which orb do I need? I may need to borrow your... Oh no, it'll work with a weak. So I'll duck down. What else do I need? Oh, okay, I'll duck down to the base, and I will make this item for you.
Okay.
Should have teleported. It's a long flight over here.
Yep.
So Manx's farm has gotten a little bit out of control in between episodes. It's enormous, so I've ended up putting a bit of a border around this side so it can't. I think it is actually. Oh my gosh, I need to go further with the. Oh, maybe not. So it was getting to the point where it was spreading out far too far. I don't know how far I actually set it up to go, but yeah, put this border here so it doesn't encroach too far onto our area. Another 3 layers. You know, the 3 wide border there should be enough. Fingers crossed. So let's make one of these lava crystals. Do I have what I need? Yes, I do. 1 lava crystal. I'm going to get rid of these seeds, stuff that's in my inventory that I don't need. Alright, I'll head on back up. And once we get this bound blade bit done, you'll be able to make, well, I think you can use the bound blade on peaceful mobs to be able to get the blood shards, but I'm not 100% sure. So we may need to go into non-peaceful to do it. Okay, so you've got about 10,000 LP in there?
Yep.
Alright. Yoink. There you go. Give that a second. That will turn into a weak activation crystal. Same as all stuff in this pack. Once you pick it up, you'll need to right click it to bind it to yourself. Gotta love this beacon that you set up too. It definitely gives a nice little bit of regen.
Yep.
Alright, there you go, that's changed. Gonna grab it with an empty hand. Right click to bind it to you. I think that one needs binding as well. Anyway, once you've done that, come on over here. I don't think I have a magnet or anything, nope. And what you're gonna need to do is drop the diamond sword you made in the middle, and then right click the block with that activation crystal we just made. So maybe hover over it and drop it on. It doesn't need to be exact, just needs to fall on top. Yep, now right click the block with your activation crystal. Did you get a message? What did it say?
Nothing appears to have happened.
Well, that's odd. Okay, perhaps I've done something wrong. Doesn't surprise me if it is. Binding ritual. You've done the ritual of binding. Oh, hang on, you're missing a block here. There we go. Now try it. Hey, now get away from the fire. This will just take a second or two, and then in the middle you should get the blade. Alright, head into the middle. Your blade should be there. It's on the other side of it. Yeah, don't walk through the fire. Water down there. Run! Oh, you're out. Alright, to activate that blade, it will use LP out of your network. Just check your LP network, see how much that used.
Okay.
Well, tell me what it was. Whether it used any.
Nope. Well, it used a little bit.
Awesome. How much is a little? Just, you're still in the 50,000s, are you?
Yep. Like, it was, you know how that had that little symbol on the side that shows it's bound to you?
Yes.
It was near the halfway mark, now it isn't.
Okay. So, the sword you've got now, you need to activate it to use it, so I think that's a shift right click. Yep, now it's activated. It will use LP from your network each time you hit something. So I don't know where there's some, I think there's some mobs down here, isn't there? There's a vulture or something down here. If you kill it with that, did you get anything from it? Get a little a little red shard or anything?
Nope, only mini seal essence.
Minitio accent, okay. So we will need to test it out. Test it out on a few animals. I can't remember exactly if it works on peaceful, but you'll need some of the little, they're called blood something. Shards, I think it is. Looking through any eye. Nope, not that one. See this weak blood shards they're called, and you'll need them to make the next thing, which is the blood bricks, bloodstone bricks. Large bloodstone bricks requires 1 weak blood shard and some stone, and you need that for the next tier of your altar, so you can do the next quest.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to duck back over to the base, and you can see I've placed down the NASA workbench here. So I figured I'd make the rocket for this episode. So just dump off this bauxite that I picked up and some sticks. Oh, I've still got your weak blood orb too, by the way. It's not even bound to you. Put it in the iron chest near the AE system. Okay, so over here in this chest, I've got some items to make the rocket. So we've got a tier 1 rocket engine. Oops. which just required a lot of heavy-duty plate to make this. So it required some heavy-duty plate, an oxygen vent, tin canister, flint and steel, and a button. We've got a nose cone, which is just 3 heavy-duty and a redstone torch. We've got 4 rocket fins, which is 4 heavy-duty and 2 compressed steel each. And then we've just got some heavy-duty plate, which, if you remember, is compressed steel, compressed aluminium, and compressed bronze in our electric compressor here. So come over to the NASA workbench and we'll put the nose cone in, and we'll put our heavy-duty plates in, the rocket engine, 4 fins, and we get a rocket. So that should finish off another quest. You can see I've done a bunch of stuff here, and I'll come back to that in just a second. Flowers, factories in space. So we made a rocket, we get a chance cube. So the next thing we need to do in this line is we actually need to go to the moon and kill the skeleton boss. So we'll set up some stuff in between episodes to launch up there. I'll put the rocket in here for now. So you might have seen here when I opened the chest before, we've got 3 of the jetpacks. So I've got a combustion jetpack, which is the Buildcraft version of simply jetpacks. So if I type in jetpack, we've got, so the combustion one is here, and it's basically, it uses Buildcraft stuff. So we've got a Buildcraft tank here, and then we've got a combustion engine and some other pipes and stuff. I haven't made the next tier of that yet. That's just a tier 1. There is a second tier, which I think is this one here, kinetic, which requires the original one. I'm going to need to get a couple more of the Buildcraft laser tables before I can do this one. And then it requires a couple of innovation dynamos and some signalum, some golden fluid pipes. Next one I've got here is the resonant jetpack, so that's actually tier 4 of the Ender IO line, I think it is. So the resonant one is here. So that's like this. Couple of the, oh sorry, this is the resonant one is the thermal expansion line. Sorry. So it requires a resonant flux capacitor and some resonant thrusters, which is, oh no, it is thermal expansion. Yeah, thermal expansion, definitely. Sorry, a bit sidetracked. So it requires a bunch of stuff here. Look, I mean, this tier 3, magmatic, tier 2, oops, that's not what I wanted. Tier 2 is some Invar and a reactant dynamo. So these are all stuff that I just had available in the AE system that I could craft quite simply. And I've made up to tier 4 there, and tier 4 on the, this is the Ender IO branch. So we've got Vibrant, which requires Octadic and Ender Energy conduits and all sorts of stuff. Energetic, electrical, and then conductive iron. If you watch my Pickle Pack series, you would have seen me make most of these on there. But this one wanted me to make all of them so far. I haven't got up to the Dark Solarium jet plate yet, or the thermal expansion, the flux infused one, which is actually from, it's not really thermal expansion, it's an add-on. Fluxed Tools, I believe it is. But yeah, I need to make this next one as well. But so we've got all these we can claim. So I'm not sure how many chance cubes Manx has now, but he was off somewhere using them up, I think. Probably causing lag at the same time. I'm going to throw these in here. Don't really want them. That can go in there, that can go in there, that can too. I was cleaning up the base earlier. I've removed a lot of the chests that were still up in here. Put it all into the AE system and then promptly ran out of space, which is generally how it happens. Manx put down the ultimate furnace here too, which is cool. I'm not sure exactly how fast this is. I'm not sure if it's as fast as this, but still very cool. Next in this episode, I was going to do these two quests here. So to do that, we want the armored jetpack. So that's going to require some steel, some tin, basic control circuit. I'll do the mechanism version, and then one of these basic gas tanks. So I don't think I've got the gas tank in the system. No, I don't. So let's make a basic gas tank, and then do the jetpack like so. And I think this quest actually is calling for the armored one. So the armored jetpack requires some diamond dust, some bronze, and a block of steel, as well as the jetpack to give us the armored one. And that runs on hydrogen, which I don't have set up in here. I don't have the machine set up for hydrogen. But that should detect that, and if it doesn't, I will just force it to detect it. I did have trouble with some of the these jetpacks detecting, which is why I've got this book sitting here ready to go. So let's make the atomic disassembler as well. Atomic. So that requires energy tablet, atomic alloy, some refined obsidian ingots here. And I've just done this on the New Age episode actually, so fairly straightforward. I had the machines I needed over the back here, so I needed the metallurgic infuser and the osmium compressor and the enrichment and crushing factories here. So that gives us, see, it's not working either, so let's grab the book. Go back out and go, yep, done that one. And claim its reward. So what's that unlocked? Osmium compressor and a combiner. Okay. Let's put this book back away. So I've already got the osmium compressor. What is required to make a combiner? Wow, I've got none of that. Steel casing. Apparently I don't have cobble in here either. That's quite impressive. So I'm going to need 4 reinforced alloys, which is the diamond dust and the enriched alloy. I think. Okay. Wasn't sure if I did that. So let's get enriched. Some of them. And then I've got some compressed diamonds in here. So if I put this compressed diamond in like that, we should be able to do 8 of these. Like so. That will compress them down to what we need there. So we're going to need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to require one of these. Probably 2 of these, isn't it? 2 of them. And then once we get some of these done. Ooh, lag's a little bad here today. Apologies for that. It's 2. Like so. It's one of the elite control circuits. Should craft some upgrades here. I'm sure I've got enough power coming in. Potentially, actually. I've only got leadstone conduits running this, or I'm not even sure what I've got in there now. Might just be a basic. No, it's an ender energy conduit. That should be fine. Fell in a hole. Come on. That's 4. We'll be able to get that second DB done here. We want the combiner. Just need the 2 more elite circuits. 1, 2. Excellent. One combiner. And let's grab our wrench and check the book, I guess. See, it's not detecting it. I crafted it. Obviously this has the bug where you can't craft something in a crafting table, so you know what? No, still got it in inventory. I swear I put that in the chest. Done that one. There's no other step? No? Excellent. So it's detected I made the basic crushing factory though, which is pretty weird. So I'll need to make an enriching and a smelting factory. What have I got? Enrichment chamber, so I could turn that into a factory. I don't think I have crusher. I'd need to make the mechanism smelter. Let's see if we can factory. Basic smelting factory, we're going to require an energized smelter. Just going to need a steel casing today. Let's grab 2.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
The only thing I have left for that quest I'm doing is the tier 4 one.
Yeah, so you'll need those bloodstone bricks before you can make the tier 4 altar.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I didn't do that. I don't want to place that one down and do that. So let's see here. We've got the enrichment chamber. Let's pick it up. Let's pick that enrichment chamber up. In my inventory, I have the energized smelter. Let's put it down. And then I'm going to install the factory installer. And let's pick him up. Does that detect in the book? Not that. In the book. Come on, detect. I've got it. Basic smelting factory, basic enriching factory. Basic. Oh, there's bugs. Maybe because I did that and didn't actually craft the basic one the way it should have been, but that should have detected. I'm just going to keep this book on me, I think. Let's just use it instead. Yoink. Again, no other quests there that I needed to do. So we're slowly getting through all these quests. Let's see, so many flowers. What did we get there? Jamerella did the Ring of Flight, which requires it's a Borbalicious Ring of Flight, 2 feathers, a diamond, a ring, which is just some gold and some iron, and then a magic core, which requires some redstone, some gold, and a nether star. So it's actually quite a cheap flight mechanic. But Jamerella did that one. So that's that quest complete. Alright, getting through it very steadily so far. So do you need help up there, do you, Dragon?
Yeah.
Do you need us to try and get some mobs, or what do you want to do there? Oh! I crashed the server.
Well, no,
Oh,
you
crashed
just
myself,
fell
crashed
out.
my client. Alright, I'll be
Yep.
back in a tick. And we're back. Finally managed to load back into the game. I turned it on easy for a little bit there, and I believe Dragon got a charged creeper.
Yep, and a compressed zombie.
So it was a big hole it's left here.
Mm-hmm.
So you managed to get a few shards?
Yep.
No, throw them here.
5 shards.
Do you have them?
Yep.
Alright, so we should just be able to combine them with stone. Ooh, we only need 1 to make 32 large bloodstone bricks, so we'll use the
Nice.
1. And then what we need to do is... What are you doing down there, Jamerella? Trying to make people. So...
Close enough.
Enough. Sheesh. So high-pitched. Alright, so we need these bloodstone bricks to go on the top. Just looks like you're dropping emeralds everywhere, buddy. Or is it you, Dragon? Oh, it's you. I just see this emerald dropping from you the whole time.
Magnetism.
We need to put posts up the corners here. So what, do you want the same sort of material or you want something different?
Different, please.
Color choices.
Green.
Okay, hopefully this will actually do what it's told in a second. There's a bit of lag. We're back. Okay. What about I use these? You want green, do you?
Yes, please.
I'm not sure how many of these I need. Ooh, that actually probably be better. Let's grab them. Alright, so we need to go... Is that 2 green?
No, that's perfect.
It's also blocks of emerald. I think it's 1 higher than that post it needs to be. I was hoping that would be connected texture actually. Ah! Like so. And then...
It won't work.
What won't work?
I can't put a space before the 0 to make it fit into the human body.
Sorry. Don't know how to fix it for you. Check your altar now, Dragon.
I just saw how far it went down. I think it's tier 4 now.
Yeah, because the altar holds a percentage of internal storage depending on its maximum amount. So if we've gone up a level, it should now hold more so that
74,000.
Yeah, so now that it can hold more total, it stores a certain percentage. So that would have just dropped the level in it. So you're tier 4 now, so you can make the next level up.
Yep, let me just fill this.
Well, in your chest here, I'll put the blood shards and some more stone and those bloodstone bricks for you. And you need to do what are you doing now? You're doing the... You need to make the rune of the orb, right? So you need to crash my client. No, I thought I was going to crash again. You need 2 demonic slates.
Yep.
Is that correct? And then you need 3. You need 3 orbs. So you'll have to get your orb back from down at the base.
You have to go and get it.
Oh, do I? Do I have to go and get it? Why is that?
It's your fault. It's all the way over there.
Alright, we're back. I'm having a lot of issues with my system today. It's crashed a couple of times now. Potentially have lost the last bit of footage. I'm not sure. I might be able to resurrect it, so you guys wouldn't know any different if I have lost it. But if it just seems to come to this and there's been nothing since the previous cut, then yeah, I lost it. But I think I'm going to have to do a system reboot perhaps. But in the meantime, wrapping up here, thank you all for watching through today's episode. Please leave your comments in the section below. I believe Dragon's going to continue working on her blood magic once I get the system stable again. And I think I will get into... I might go to the end next episode. What do you reckon, kids?
Yeah.
I'll go fight a dragon. Should only take about 3 seconds with the sword that I've got. We'll have to turn it on, obviously back on, off peaceful for that, but yeah, I think that's the plan for next episode because there is a quest here about doing the pseudo inversion sigil as well. So we can do that while we're there. We'll need to make sure we've got all the items for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Say goodbye, kids.
Bye!
We'll see you in the next episode.